Oh, there we go. Finally, it only took me like an hour to figure out the software. Um, Let me shoot back here real quick and tell everybody here to go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Let me get the stream. Is there like a stream here or like a link or something I could send these people to? I don't even know. Anyways, how y'all doing today? It's Pastor Dan. And I'm here to just see how everybody's doing, see if I can help anybody out, and talk about my endeavors of the homeless. Let me see if I can fix this camera. Sorry, Maddie. Did I run you over? Ran over my puppy. There, that's much better, no? Okay. Now, anyone can join, anyone can talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. If anybody's here, anybody here? Anyways, I got something to read for y'all. A couple of things actually. The first one is about the crisis of the dogs, the homeless dogs and the dogs in the shelter, the lost souls that nobody wants, or if somebody takes them and they take a dog and they take it home and then they decide, oh, it got too big, or oh, it's not cute anymore, and then they bring it to the pound. Well, let me tell you what happens at the pound. Forgive me if I start crying because it's really horrible. Okay, here we go. You ready? Okay, folks. It says, oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me find the right article. Pastor Dan's new at this stuff, so not too new, but let's see. Midlife hack strategies about the author. What's that? Where is it, man? Where is it? Oh, jeez. Oh, here it is. Okay. I was going to say, boy, I'm bragging about it and I can't even talk about it now. But anyways, I got it right here. So how's everybody doing anyways? I hope families are all doing good and everybody's happy and things are working for everybody like they should be. You know what I mean? So here's my whole point. And this is for all the doggies in the world, because y'all know I got Clover Lane kennels and such. If you're going to get a puppy or you want a puppy, go to a shelter and get one, please. Because they're all dying there. Some last 3 days. And, how do you think that feels to a puppy when, it gets out of the cage and it thinks it's going for a walk and going to get some love and have some fun, and then it gets taken to a pound. Anyways, let me read this. This is from an officer who runs a pound, a shelter, okay? Don't get a puppy if you can't keep and love a dog for its lifetime. No fucking excuses. Now, this is him, quote unquote, okay? Sorry about the language. I am a shelter manager. I want to tell you about the extinction of the background of a shelter. Hope you will hear this sound. Firstly, you manufacturers and sellers, y'all should work in a shelter for just one day. Maybe if you see the sad, pitiful, sad look in those eyes, you will stop breeding and selling dogs to people you don't know or will never know. By the way, I only sell dogs to family members or good friends that I know will take care of them forever. And I don't sell them, I give them away for adoption. Yeah. Anyways, just got this cute little puppy you just sold. This is the way she will most likely end up in my shelter. When she grows up and isn't a cute little puppy anymore, so did you know that a dog that is left at a shelter is 90% likely to not walk out of the shelter? Plain or not. Whether it is abandoned by its owner or abandoned, period. At least half of the dogs that come to my shelter are purebreds. My favorite excuse is we're moving and it's impossible to take our dog or cat to our new home. Is that really? Or we didn't know he was going to get this big when he grew up. He is huge. How did you expect a German Shepherd to be? We can't give him much time. Really? I work 10 to 12 hours a day and have time for my 6 dogs. That's me. I work all day and I have time for my 4 dogs. Yeah. If wanted, it's possible. Bringing the garden together. Have you ever tried taking it home and making it part of your family? They always say when they leave their dogs to me, we can't afford to find a new home for her, but we're sure someone in the shelter will adopt her because she's a very good dog. Nope. Your dog probably won't find a new home while in the shelter. Do you know how difficult and stressful it is to live in a shelter? Let me tell you if you like. You have a maximum of 72 hours to find a home after you have surrendered your dog to the shelter. If there is enough space at the shelter, or your dog succeeds in staying healthy, that time may extend to a few more days. If he has a cold and flu, he will die in that place. Your dog would be confined to a small compartment with 25 other barking and crying animals. He or she will be extremely depressed and cry nonstop thinking about the family that left her. If your dog is lucky enough, people will come to the shelter that day. If not enough volunteers, your dog will not stand a chance to get anyone's attention and affection. Nobody will do anything for his or her unless we count the waste of bowl of dog food extended under the door or a huge vacuum hose. If your dog is a big and tough breed, pit bull, Rottweiler, Mastiff, etc., it's almost dead the moment it enters the shelter. That's screwed up. These dogs will never find a new home, no matter how cute, smart, or well behaved they are. If the shelter is full and your dog has not been neutered in the first 72 hours, your dog is euthanized to make room for new futures. If there is enough space at the shelter and your dog is from one of the in-demand breeds, the euthanization period will be delayed a few more days. Most dogs develop overprotective attitudes in the area they live in within a few days and are destroyed due to their aggressive attitude. Even the most innocent, gentle, and calm dogs develop this attitude. Even if we assume your dog has overcome these obstacles, he will start coughing or get an upper respiratory infection within a few days because he hasn't left his kennel. Shelters don't budget to provide treatment for each dog, so euthanizing your sick dog is inevitable. So you also want me to tell you how they put your dog down in a shelter? First, your dog will be removed from his cage on a leash. He or she will start wagging their tail with joy because they will think they are being taken for a ride or a walk. When they come to the door of the room, they won't want to come in and will be mad. I don't know if death smells. I don't know if they feel the lost souls there. But there's one thing I don't understand. And every dog, without exception, shows incredible resistance to going through that door. Your dog will be leash first, depending on how strong he or she is. 1 or 2 vet techs will hold him or her tight. Then the euthanization technician or vet will begin. She will find a clotted vein on the forefoot and inject killer dose of pink liquid into the vein. I hope your dog doesn't panic because he's tied and suddenly pull his leg. I have seen needles piercing their legs in sudden movements. I've seen walls painted red from blood splatter. I've heard desperate screams make ears deaf. Not all of these fall asleep right away. Sometimes they shrink for a while and their breath is cut. They try to breathe and spit on themselves. When it's all over, your dog's body is piled on top of the bodies of other dogs, waiting to be picked up like trash behind the shelter, just like firewood. What do you think will happen next? Can it be burned? Should we throw it in the trash? Can it be turned into food for other pets? You can't know or even imagine. Y'all don't want to know anyways. You can't know or even imagine, and I'm sure y'all don't want to know anyways. Somehow he was just an animal. You can get a new one anytime, right? I hope your eyes roll out of their nests as you read these, and I hope you capture what I witness every day. I hate my job. I hate that job, and shelters still have to exist. I hate the fact that shelters are going to exist unless y'all change. I hate how you don't know that the lives you impacted aren't just the life of that poor dog you just dumped into shelter. Each year, 11 million animals die in shelters in the U.S. alone, and you can stop this. I do my best to save each and every life, but the shelters are overcrowded and new animals keep arriving every day. Please listen to what I have to say. Don't buy a dog while dogs are in shelters, are dying. Do not look for a mate for your dog. Do not mate your dog. Don't say, let him experience motherhood, fatherhood for once. Dogs' feelings are mothering. Fathering is not like humans. They don't have a family understanding. Female dogs won't recognize their kitties when they are grown. If it is a boy, he never knows a pup. Each dog that is not neutered causes 67,000 dogs birth in 6 years. Remember that. Do not allow puppies to be born that will die in shelters with inevitable endings. If you say I have found trusted humans who will own all of these puppies to be born, think again. When you check in 6 months, you will see that they don't have these trusted people anymore. Make sure of this. Hate me if you want to, but you can't change the truth, and the truth always hurts. Maybe I can change the mind of those reading this who want to pair their dog. Think about giving them a home or have any intention of buying a dog. Maybe the person reading this will go to a shelter and say, I need an article. I read an article and came to rescue a dog. That's why I wrote this article. Yeah, that's terrible, man. I cried for half an hour after I read this thing because I know that's what's happened. I've seen many dogs die. I've had hundreds and thousands of dogs in my kennel. They die from parvo. They die from complications during birth. They die from disease. They all die, no matter what. Sometimes you can't help it. But to just dump a family member at a shelter and just say goodbye, screw you, die, that's crazy. It's crazy. How can you do that, man? It's like taking your little boy down there and sticking him in that kennel. Taking your little girl down there and saying, hey, I don't want the kid no more. Give him home or kill him in 3 days. What the hell is that? That's crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, well, I probably don't got no views, and that's cool. Nobody read that, but it's gonna post and it's gonna go. So I guess I'll continue on to my original sermon for today, which is about the homeless. And again, this is a terrible subject too, because nobody here cares about anybody here. Man, it's pathetic. I don't want to go into it again. Pastor didn't do it by himself, though. Anyways, good morning, afternoon, dear members of Congress. Today we find ourselves gathered here not to just hear the words of God, but to reflect on a concern that is increasingly becoming a crisis in our community, the homeless situation in Albuquerque. Before we dive into scripture and its guidance, let's first understand the gravity of the situation we're facing. Statistics indicate that homelessness in our city is on the rise, and shelters are often at capacity. While some shelters, God, we got to talk about shelters again. Yeah, what if they did that to people in shelters? I guess the population would go down. Anyways, I wouldn't care about that. The dogs is what I worry about. Anyways, while some are quick to stereotype the homeless as lazy or as people who have made poor life choices, the reality is much more complex. Many of these individuals, after suffering from mental illness, have been dealt a series of unfortunate events they couldn't recover from, or are victims of systematic issues that go far beyond individual failure. The Bible gives us numerous examples and teachings that speak directly to this issue. In the Gospel of Luke, We hear about the Good Samaritan, a man who does not ignore the suffering he encounters, but instead takes immediate and generous action. Likewise, the book of Proverbs says, whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. So how can we put these teachings into action? I mean, come on, man. I need some help here. I can't do it by myself. Firstly, let's dispel the notions that you have to do something grand or dramatic to make a difference. Small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect. You can start by volunteering at a local shelter, contributing to Pastor Dan's program that offers blankets, food, temporary housing, waters, etc. To the homeless, monetary donations are helpful. We can also advocate for systematic change, support policies that address the root cause of homelessness, like affordable, stay in the yard, affordable housing, mental health services, and job training programs. Get involved in the community meetings, and don't be afraid to voice your concern and solutions. As we consider partnering with our organization doing work in this area, I would also like to introduce a new initiative by our church to provide monthly meals to the homeless. We'll need volunteers to cook, serve, and perhaps most importantly, sit and eat with our guests, treating them with the dignity and respect they deserve as children of God, because we're all children of God. I think I heard a gunshot. Hold on. My dogs better be in the yard. Okay, it's good. My brothers and sisters, it's easy to become desensitized to the sufferings that's so prevalent in our world today. But let us remember Hebrews 13:16, and do not forget to do good and to share with others. For with such sacrifices, God is pleased. As we move into the time of reflection, let us ask God to break our hearts for what breaks his. And let those broken hearts propel us into action, into loving our neighbor as ourselves, and into truly being the hands and feet of Christ in a world that desperately needs it. Oh my God, desperately. Amen. That concludes our sermon for today, but let it be the beginning of a new chapter of service, empathy, and love in our lives. Thank you for your attention, and may God bless you all as you go forth to serve. I guess I'll hang around for a little while. I don't see anybody here, but that's cool, man. Maybe you guys will start coming as you see me on here more. I've been having a lot of problems myself. Financial, emotional, physical. So I've been having a little bit of tribulations myself the last couple months. Been stuck up here, had to fix my car. But those things are passing. I say to myself every day, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. So, got one car going, that's good. Got a few things I got to get out. I got to get a collar to my son. Probably thinks I'm full of shit because I never sent it. Told him about it, 3-4 months ago. Mm-hmm. People, don't be mean to people, because you really don't realize what the hell they're going through, man. You don't know what problems they got, what kind of feelings they're going through, what kind of physical ailments or, physical, what's the word? Things that don't make you be able to do things, physical handicaps that don't allow you to do what you used to do. I built this damn Adobe house. I can never do that again. I'm not even that old. It kills me, man. But anyways, you don't know what people are going through. So don't pick on people. Don't treat them like crap. Don't be mean to them. I heard something the other day. It was pretty cool, man. I can replay it. I'll repeat it. This guy's going to catch a cab, right? So he waves down the cab. And the cab gets in and he goes, and the guy tells him, do whatever you have to do to get me to this address within 30 minutes. So the cab driver, okay, puts the flag up and he goes 90 miles an hour. He's flying between cars, through traffic, going through lights. All of a sudden, he goes right through this light, almost hits this car, almost hits him. They got to all stop. And the guy goes, "Hey, what's the matter with you? You almost killed me, man." And he goes, "You said anything I have to do." Well, the guy we almost hit got out and started cussing up a storm. Mother effing, you stupid driver. And all the taxi driver did was say, "Okay, thank you. Yes, sir. Have a happy day. Thank you." That's what he said. And the passenger, and he took off. And the passenger gets to where he's going. He said, "Oh, you got me here on time. You almost killed me, but you got me here on time. Why were you just smiling at that guy like that? I mean, he was calling you all kinds of names. I mean, you should have lit into him." "Oh, but why?" "I call that garbage. Garbage people. People carry around a lot of garbage. They carry around emotions, bad times, something that happened to them that day, something their child did, something they did that they are not very happy about and need forgiveness. That's garbage. And sometimes people don't dump all their garbage. And when they carry garbage around, they need to throw it out. So I act like a trash can sometimes, and they throw it out on me. And I allow that. So I'm the garbage can. They're throwing out their garbage. Eventually, he will settle down and have a good day because he let out his garbage on me. Right on. So the guy says, "You know what? That makes a hell of a lot of sense. I think I'm going to keep that story in my mind. And when somebody cusses me out, I'm going to say, 'How you doing? Yeah, everything's cool, man. What's up, bro? There's no need for that kind of mouth or language.'" And say, "Have a good day. God bless you, brother." Anyways, we're coming to an end here. I guess nobody wants to come see me. That's okay. They got 20,000 views on Pinterest, man. That's pretty damn good, I think. Hopefully, I'll start getting some funds to take care of the church and get some of them people fed out there. Now it's wintertime, man. It's wintertime. You're going to need blankets, clothes, underwear, socks, possibly a few tents. I already did my due diligence. I went all over the place. I got deals here, deals there. I just need the money. And that's where you come in. I need you people to help me, man. I live on a fixed income, man. I get disability. It's like not even $1,000, almost $1,000 a month. I can't live on that and feed myself and then feed the homeless. I need your people's help. It's a community effort. We all need. There are people out there, man. And people that you know, probably friends, family, classmates, work partners. Come on. You're just going to let them be homeless and starve and freeze their canoodies off? Man, it was cold last night, kind of chilly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I live up here on the mesa, so it's like 10 degrees colder in the winter and 10 degrees warmer in the summer. So, all right, folks. I guess I can cut her short because nobody's here. I don't know. I guess I would see if anybody was viewing, right? I really don't know how this works. It took me an hour to get the feed going. So who knows, man. Anyways, please go to PastorDansHouse.com and donate for the homeless. We really need it. And if you're wondering about me, I'm sure you see me everywhere. CloverLaneKennels.com. When I have dogs, I will investigate you. If you want to adopt one, I will get your address, your phone number. I will pop up at your house every 3 months to check on my puppy until it's full grown and very healthy. And if I come and find it abused, neglected, or shamed, I will take him home. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing you can do about it because that's wrong. And I won't sell dogs to people who just want to mistreat them or fight them or anything like that because that's baloney. But anyways, I was getting to me personally. You want to know what I'm going to do with your money? I'll show you every damn day. I'll show you what I'm going to do with your money. I'll account for all of it. I'll put receipts out there, and I will feed the homeless. I promise you that. There's nothing. If I have the funds and the means, there will be nothing to stop me from doing what I'm telling you I'm going to do. So whether you trust me, believe me, or whatever, that's on you. Why don't you give me a chance to find out, huh? Again, cloverlanecandles.com, sobriety.com, because I'm an alcoholic, 30 years sober, drug addict, 30 years sober. You need help, go to sobriety.com. That's affiliate of Pastor Dan's. I'm not hidden. I'm transparent as hell. I just want to help the homeless, and I need your help to do that. So, thanks, everybody, and God bless everybody. And go to shelters and get them doggies, man. Get them puppies. And then don't come to me for one if you're not gonna love it for a lifetime. For a lifetime. It's lifetime or yours. Ooh, I'm sorry, Maddie. I'm sorry, man. You okay? Okay. Keep forgetting she's laying there. Ooh. She's the puppy. She's the new baby. But anyways, there's a monster over there. You want some water, buddy? You want some water? Come here and say hi to everybody. Come here and say hi. Here, monkeys. See my monkeys? Here's my monkeys. Up. See my monkeys? There's my monkeys right there. There he is. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, Mauser. Mauser's outside. Whitle's outside. Moki and Maddie are in here. Anyways, pass the love, people. Pass the love. God bless you and love your doggies, man. The doggies are better than people. I hate to say that, but yeah, pass the love. Oh, here's Mauser now. Mauser, want to meet everybody? Huh? I don't think anybody's there to meet, but yeah, he's way down there. You can't see that. He's a Colby dog, black and white. Oh, there he is. See? He looks like a cow. There's my Mauser. Hi, Mauser. He's camera shy, I guess. Oh, there he goes now. He's going to go mess with Maddie. Got 3 boys and 1 girl. I have to watch out for her all the time. Yeah, but she ain't even had her first heat yet. So, and she sure as heck ain't getting pregnant on her first heat because heads roll just like the Pied Piper. Yeah, because don't ever knock your dog up on her first heat. That's insane. Okay, it's a baby having babies, man. Her body ain't even developed yet. What's wrong with you? You always knock your dog up on your second heat. I don't believe in, neutering, because that's taboo to a dog breeder. But you have to be a responsible dog breeder nowadays, or you're just a piece of, you know what? Because those are lives, man. Animals and people are the only ones with souls. Dogs feel pain. They feel sorrow, fear, sadness, and love. And they can plot. And if you tell me they can't, I'll tell you and every expert in the world that says they can't that they're full of crap. Because dogs can plot. I've had thousands of dogs. And sometimes they get mad at you. And when they get mad at you, they plot. They dump stuff on you. They throw stuff at you. They make you step in things. They make you sit in things. Things we won't discuss. But yeah, they can plot. And they will. But anyways, love your doggies. Love your family. Love your neighbor. God bless you. And Pastor Dan says, peace out, man. If you're happy with your freedom, think of veteran.